Welcome to the Rev Room, powered by BizRev Advisory. Today we are talking about CIPC and what does it mean. Welcome, Tracy.
Thank you, Francois. Good to be here.
Excellent. So, Tracy, let's start at the beginning. What is CIPC? If I have a business and I own a business, I hear a lot about it. What is it?
Okay, CIPC is the government regulatory board. So basically everything that involves companies or intellectual properties, they are there to make sure everyone's compliant and adhering to the laws and doing everything full transparency. So basically it's the company's intellectual property commission.
Great. And we know that they're situated in Pretoria. That's their head office where it all happens. And all right, so when you sort of know it's a government organization, the next thing I'll ask you is, if I own a company, what do I need to do to be compliant?
Okay, well, first of all, once your company is registered, which also happens through their website, through the CIPC, then you would need to every year submit your annual return with the CIPC. So that would be 30 days after your registration date. And on top of that, now they also have a beneficial ownership, which requires submission annually to make sure that you've told them all about who's in charge and who's directors and who's shareholders. And with that, your financial statements or a financial accountability supplement.
So it's quite a story.
It's quite a lot more.
In the old days, it was very simple. You just submitted your return and it's all gone. So if you do it annually, when do you do it annually? When would you do it?
Well, if you've registered your company, say in September, then you basically have 30 working days from the date of registration. And if you don't do it within that time, then there is a fee that you would need to pay on top of the usual costs.
So there's a penalty fee.
There is a penalty.
So if you're late, so if any of the viewers are receiving a penalty fee on their accounts, that they either submitted it late or their appointed person has submitted it late.
That's correct.
Okay. What happens in the process of changing directors? If the director resigns, what happens?
That would be also done through the same website, through the CIPC. All your changes to directorship or changes to contact details or anything what might need to be done, or name changes to the company, any changes really will all go through that one central system.
Okay. And if I want to change the name of my company, how do I get to choose which name I would like? Can I use any name?
No, there is somewhere where you can go in to check if a name is not taken already, and then there's a process you follow that will give you a COR 9.4 document, which checks other names that there are no conflicts with similar names to see on the ones that you've chosen. So you can pick 4, and then it will take the first one out of your choices that is available.
Okay. And then you can apply for the change as it goes.
You can.
All right, that's great. All right, so a question I have is, who is the ultimate owner? Ultimately, I mean, you have an owner of a company, but the forms talk about the ultimate owner.
Okay, well, in terms of the beneficial ownership with your ultimate owners, it has to be a natural person. So it can't be a company or a trust or something. It has to be an actual natural person. That would be someone who has controls in the company, who can hire and fire directors, and who has either 5% or more shares directly in the company.
Okay. All right. So you obviously do that all day long with regard to the secretarial work and working on CIPC. Can any other person do their own CIPC submissions?
You can. If you go online to the website, you can register and create a profile in your own name, and whatever companies you are director of will come up under your profile.
Okay.
Or alternatively, you can ask, say, a company like BizRev that has people that do this on a regular basis, so you don't need to worry about these things, and you can get on with your day-to-day running of your business.
Okay. All right, perfect, because things can get complicated as you start working on CIPC, and if you're running a business, you would want to focus on the good stuff. the better stuff.
You would.
Yes.
And nothing can be done also, which is a good thing, without an OTP number from yourself as a director.
Okay.
So should you need something to be done, then you will be asked to get that password so that any changes can be made.
So then no one can just go and make a change without your approval
No.
in any respect. All right. Thank you, Tracy. That's great. Thanks for spending time with us. We appreciate it. If you've liked what you've seen, like and subscribe. If you have any questions, drop it in the chat box and we will come back to you. Thanks for listening.